Types of money and its classification. For a long time, the farmer used to collect cloth from the weaver in exchange for his rice, and the fisherman used to collect pots and pans from the potter in exchange for his fish. In this way, the system of fulfilling the needs by exchanging one commodity for another is called the barter system. This system is still practiced in some areas of our country, in some cases in the rural areas. However, people used to face various difficulties while transacting in this system, such as difficulty in dividing the commodities and mismatch of mutual needs, etc. Money emerged to overcome these difficulties. In the modern economy, money is universally accepted and accepted as a medium of exchange. Money acts as a medium of exchange, a measure of the value of goods and services, and a vehicle of savings. Therefore, the object introduced by the government, which is universally accepted as a measure of value, a means of settling debts, a vehicle of savings and a basis for credit, is called money. Money is known by different names in different countries. For example, in Bangladesh, it is the taka; in India, it is the rupee; in America, it is the dollar; and in most European countries, it is the euro. Types of money. It is discussed below. Money can be divided into two parts in terms of the material of manufacture. Namely, 1. Metal coins, and 2. In Bangladesh, paper notes. There are 5 metal coins, the 2 taka, 1 taka, 50 paisa, etc. Metal coins are currently in use. Money and banking system. Money and banking system. Metal coins can be divided into two parts in terms of their material value. Namely, A. Authentic currency. B. Token currency. Authentic currency means that the coin, when sold as metal by melting, has a value equal to its apparent value. And token currency refers to a currency whose metallic value is less than its apparent value. Usually, metallic currency is issued by the government. Paper currency. Currencies that are made of paper are called paper currency or notes. The value written on the note is an indicator of its value, which is usually higher than the value of the paper of the note. In almost all countries, paper currency or notes are issued by the central bank of the country on the instructions of the government. The paper currency of Bangladesh is 1 taka, 2 taka, 5 taka, 10 taka, 20 taka, 50 taka, 100 taka, 500 taka, and 1000 taka notes. Paper currency can be divided into two parts. Namely, A. Convertible currency. B. Non-convertible currency. Convertible currency means that the government is obliged to give domestic currency of equal value in exchange for paper notes upon demand. In Bangladesh, convertible notes are 5 taka, 10 taka, 20 taka, 50 taka, 100 taka, 500 taka, and 1000 taka notes. And non-convertible currency means that no foreign currency, gold, or silver is available from the government in exchange for paper notes. In Bangladesh, non-convertible paper notes are 1 taka and 2 taka notes. In terms of the obligation to accept, money can be divided into two parts. Namely, 1. Prescribed money, 2. Bank account or bank-created money. Prescribed money. Money that is issued by government law is called prescribed money. The prescribed money of our country consists of coins and paper notes issued by the government and the central bank. Prescribed money can be divided into two parts: A. Unlimited prescribed money, B. Limited prescribed money. Unlimited prescribed money refers to the prescribed money with which any legal amount can be transacted and the creditor is obliged to accept it when the debt is paid. The unlimited prescribed money of our country is 5 taka, 10 taka, 20 taka, 50 taka, 100 taka, 200 taka, 500 taka, and 1000 taka notes. Limited prescribed money refers to the prescribed money with which transactions can be made up to a certain limit. The people cannot be legally forced to accept more, and the people can accept it according to their wishes. The limited money in our country is 50 paisa, 1 taka, 2 taka and 5 taka coins. Currently, people accept bank accounts or bank-created money as a medium of exchange for business transactions and paying debts. However, no one can be forced to accept it. Commercial banks can create money by creating deposits or providing loans. Transactions can be made by cutting checks against bank-created deposits or overdrafts. Bank-created deposits or accounts can be considered as money. In our country, bank-created money is deposits in current accounts and deposits in savings accounts, which can be withdrawn by checks. Apart from this, debit cards and credit cards issued by banks act as a medium of exchange. Task: make a table of the types of money. A bank that keeps money from an individual or organization as a deposit and provides loans to individuals or organizations for business purposes according to their needs is called a commercial bank. The main objective of a commercial bank is to earn profit. This bank pays low interest on the money deposited by the depositor. On the other hand, the bank collects relatively high interest from the borrowers. The difference between the two rates is the profit of the bank. Since this bank is obliged to return the deposited money to the depositor as soon as he asks, the bank provides short-term loans from its funds. Therefore, this bank is called a short-term loan dealer. Commercial banks in Bangladesh are Sonali Bank, Janata Bank, Rupali Bank, Agrani Bank, Pubali Bank, Tara Bank, Citibank, Arab Bangladesh Bank, Dutch Bangla Bank, etc. Functions of commercial banks in modern times. Commercial banks have become an essential institution of the state by performing multifaceted functions. The main functions of commercial banks are discussed below. 1. Deposit acceptance. The first and main function of a commercial bank is to collect deposits from individuals and institutions. Commercial banks accept 3 types of deposits. Namely, A. Current deposits, B. Savings deposits, C. Fixed deposits. A. Current deposits. The depositor can withdraw the amount of current deposits at any time. Therefore, no interest is paid on this deposit. B. Savings deposits. The amount of savings deposits can be withdrawn for a specific period of time, usually twice a week. The bank pays some interest on this deposit. C. Fixed deposits. This deposit is made for a specific period. For example, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, etc. The bank pays higher interest on such deposits. The amount of this deposit can be withdrawn even before the expiry of the period. In this case, some rules have to be followed. 2. Lending. Commercial banks keep a certain portion of deposits to meet the needs of the depositors in order to earn profit, and lend the remaining amount to individuals and institutions for various periods. Commercial banks provide loans against suitable collateral, and mortgages such as precious metals, metal products, government and domestic and foreign bonds, fixed assets, etc. Various commercial banks in our country provide loans in the fields of house construction, fisheries, business and trade and industrial establishments, etc. 3. Creation of medium of exchange. Currently, commercial banks create checks, bank drafts, e-payments, Hundis and travelers checks, etc. Easy medium of exchange. Among the medium of exchange, checks issued by banks are widely used. In developed countries, most transactions are settled through checks. 4. Assistance in domestic and foreign trade. Commercial banks provide finance to traders and also advise them in supporting trade within the country and at the international level. Apart from this, it provides recognition of bills of exchange of traders, discounting of bills, granting loans to importers and exporters, and payment of prices through mail and telegrams. In many cases, goods are exchanged through banks, foreign exchange is bought and sold, and the debts of buyers and sellers are settled. By performing these functions, commercial banks play an important role in trade. 5. Money transfer. Banks send money from one place to another safely and quickly according to the needs of customers. The means of sending money are checks, bank drafts, postal orders, travelers' checks, mail transfers and telegrams, etc. 6. Remittance. Commercial banks provide appropriate services by collecting the foreign income of all people working abroad and transferring it to the relevant domestic owners as soon as possible. 7. Savings growth. Commercial banks collect small savings, scattered in different parts of the country as deposits. Banks help in capital formation by lending the accumulated money to businesses and production. In this way, commercial banks accelerate economic development along with increasing the country's savings. In addition, commercial banks perform the following functions: A. Store valuables of the people, such as documents and valuable ornaments, in safe lockers. B. Assist in the purchase and sale of shares, debentures and government bonds of various companies. C. Perform the duties of a trustee by taking care of property, collecting and paying property taxes. D. Issue financial solvency certificates in the interest of customers and maintain confidentiality. E. Collect and pay checks, bills of exchange, house rent, income tax, insurance premiums and electricity bills, etc. as a representative of customers. By performing the above activities, commercial banks play an important role in the economic development of a country.
Sujan goes to the branch office of Sonali Bank located in his Upazila headquarters to deposit a part of his earned income in the bank. Masood Sahib, an officer of Sonali Bank, helps him in opening an account. Masood Sahib first gives Sujan the idea of 3 types such as 1. Current account, 2. Savings account and 3. Permanent account. He says that the rules for opening all types of accounts are roughly the same. The rules for opening an account in all banks in our country are almost the same. Sujan decides to open a savings account. He first collects an application form from the bank branch office and writes down the necessary information in it. According to the bank's rules, he, the applicant, has to sign the application form along with Sayam's information to identify him. Because Sayam has an account in that bank. Sayam is called the identifier or introducer. In addition, Sujan nominated his wife in the application form and recorded her information. A nominee means the person or persons nominated by him who will be entitled to the deposited money in the bank account in the absence, death of the depositor. Attached to the completed application form are attested passport-sized photographs and copies of national identity cards of Sujan and his wife, applicant and nominee. The completed application form is submitted to Masood Sahib. Then Masood Sahib asks her to deposit a minimum of 500 taka in the bank. The minimum deposit amount may be more or less in different banks. Within some time, Masood Sahib opens an account as per the bank rules and provides a bank account number to Sujin and provides a checkbook and a deposit book. Sujin later deposits cash, checks, and bank drafts as she wishes using this account number and deposit book. In addition, money can be deposited to the account number online from within and outside the country. Money can be withdrawn from the deposited money through checks and ATM cards, where there is an ATM booth, as per the bank's rules. Nowadays, computers and the internet are used in almost all banks. Therefore, the depositor can collect a statement from the bank on how much money he has withdrawn and how much money he has deposited on which dates, and can even close his account if he wishes. According to the bank's rules, the depositor can now perform all transaction-related activities through the internet. Like Sujin, everyone can deposit and withdraw money by opening and operating any type of account in any bank according to their ability. Task: prepare a list of the sequential activities of opening and operating a bank account. The central bank is an institution that is at the top of the banking system and controls the entire banking system and acts as the guardian of the money market. It is owned and controlled by the government and operates the circulation of notes and coins, controls credit, maintains the value of the currency, organizes and operates the money market, and acts as the government's financial advisor and banker. Its main feature is that it is the financial institution with the highest authority granted by the government. Therefore, its main objective is not to maximize profits, rather, to maintain the country's economic stability, development, and maximize public welfare. Finance and Banking System 91. The central bank is a national institution. Every independent country has a central bank. For example, Bangladesh Bank, the Central Bank of Bangladesh, the Reserve Bank of India, the Federal Reserve System of the United States, and the Bank of England, etc. Bank of England building functions of the central bank. Federal Reserve Bank building as the guardian and regulator of the banking system and money market of each country. The central bank performs various important functions in the interest of the overall economy. The main functions of the central bank are discussed below. 1. Circulation of notes and coins. The central bank in a country circulates notes and coins. This bank circulates notes in accordance with the needs of the country. In the past, the central bank had to deposit gold, silver or foreign currency in the country according to the law to circulate notes. Currently, the supply of money in the country and its price control are largely dependent on the policies of the central bank. Printing paper notes.
Bangladesh Bank is the guardian of our country's monetary system and financial institutions and the bank of the government. Commercial banks are operated with the aim of making a profit by accepting deposits from the public and providing loans in necessary cases. On the other hand, specialized lending institutions are operated with the aim of poverty alleviation along with the development of special sectors. The chart of the banking system of Bangladesh is drawn below. Banking system of Bangladesh: Central Bank, Bangladesh Bank, Government, Janata Bank Limited, Sonali Bank Limited, Rupali Bank Limited, Agrani Bank Limited. Commercial banks: domestic, foreign, private. HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, State Bank of India, Pubali Bank Limited, Islami Bank Limited, Brak Bank Limited, City Bank Limited, National Bank Limited, Dutch Bangla Bank Limited, NCC Bank Limited. Specialized banks: Bangladesh Krishi Bank, Bangladesh Development Bank Limited, Bangladesh Thamabay Bank, Grameen Bank, Uttara Bank Limited, AB Bank Limited, Ifik Bank Limited, Prime Bank Limited. Some of the private, foreign and specialized banks are mentioned. 7.7 Bangladesh's role in agricultural development, industrialization and self-employment. Role of important banks. The role of some notable banks in the banking system of Bangladesh is discussed below. Bangladesh Bank. The name of the Central Bank of Bangladesh is Bangladesh Bank. After independence, Bangladesh Bank was established in 1972 by the President's Bangladesh Bank Order 1972 with all the assets and liabilities of the former State Bank of Pakistan, located in Bangladesh, to provide leadership in the country's banking and monetary system. By maintaining a stable price level by directing the money and credit system in the right direction, this bank plays the following role in the country's agricultural development, industrialization and self-employment, i.e. the country's economic prosperity and the overall welfare of the people, in order to help provide agricultural credit as needed in the country's agricultural sector. Bangladesh Bank generously provides loan funds to agricultural lending institutions. In addition, this bank plays a direct role by conducting research and preparing agricultural statistics for agricultural development. In the interest of rapid industrialization of the country, Bangladesh Bank provides loan funds to various financial institutions that provide industrial capital. It provides loans to encourage the development of the industrial entrepreneurial class. By providing loans to commercial banks in exchange for letters of credit, establishing new banks and establishing new branches of commercial banks and agricultural banks in underdeveloped areas, ensuring the supply of credit, and increasing the flow of credit to the necessary sectors. In some cases, this bank creates opportunities for self-employment for unemployed youth by providing loans on its own initiative. Work. Bangladesh Bank is playing an important role in the overall development of Bangladesh as the guardian of the financial system. Explain. Commercial banks are a major partner in the economic development of the country through the expansion and development of trade and commerce, financing agricultural development and industrialization, as well as self-employment. Commercial banks are divided into two parts, government and private, from the perspective of ownership. The role of commercial banks is mentioned below. Commercial banks in the agricultural and industrial sectors. Agriculture is an important sector in Bangladesh. As a result, the economic development of Bangladesh depends largely on agricultural development. Most of the farmers in this country are poor. Therefore, they need adequate agricultural credit to conduct their agricultural work. Currently, commercial banks actively participate in agricultural lending programs announced by the government at different times for agricultural development. Commercial banks operate various term loan programs for increasing food production, purchasing improved seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, establishing deep and shallow tube wells for water irrigation, and establishing cottage industries. Currently, under the instructions of Bangladesh Bank, the country's farmers are getting the opportunity to open a bank account by depositing only 10 taka. This makes it possible to collect data of all farmers in Bangladesh in a very short time. Commercial banks accept scattered and small personal savings scattered in different parts of the country as deposits. From that, banks provide credit assistance for the construction and expansion of small, medium and large industries. Commercial banks provide adequate loans on easy terms to purchase raw materials and advanced equipment for the industry. In addition, they help to build factories in the country by purchasing shares of new companies. Commercial banks also help to create employment in the country. Currently, commercial banks in this country have started providing loans against personal collateral for the purchase of rickshaws and vans, opening grocery stores, setting up rice dull wheat crushing mills, etc. As a result, it is expected that employment will be possible for many people. Commercial banks are a major partner in the country's economic development process. Explain. Bangladesh Krishi Bank was established with the aim of increasing the dynamism of the agricultural sector, achieving agricultural self-reliance and overall agricultural development. After independence, the Bangladesh Krishi Bank Ordinance 1973 was established by the President with all the liabilities and assets of the Pakistan Krishi Bank. It is a state-owned and semi-autonomous institution. The role of Bangladesh Krishi Bank is mentioned below. Bangladesh Krishi Bank provides short, medium and long-term loans to increase the production of agriculture and the sectors related to agriculture. A. Most of the farmers in our country are poor. Therefore, to meet the small needs of the farmers, such as purchasing fertilizers, seeds, pesticides, medicines, etc., and meeting the expenses of land cultivation, weeding, harvesting, threshing, etc., this bank provides short-term loans. This loan is usually repaid within 18 months. B. This bank provides medium-term loans to farmers for land leveling, shallow tube wells, cattle and light agricultural machinery for cultivation. This loan is usually repaid within 18 months to 5 years. C. Agricultural Bank provides long-term loans to farmers for land and heavy machinery, such as tractors, harvesters, etc., deep tube wells, warehouse construction, cold storage construction, canal excavation for irrigation, tea garden development. This loan is repaid within 5 to 20 years. This bank provides financial and technical assistance for setting up small and cottage industries based on agriculture. This bank provides loans for poultry and animal husbandry, being small-horn farming, fish farms, etc., which are unemployed youth get the opportunity to become self-employed. Task: modernization of agriculture is possible through the Agricultural Credit Program of Bangladesh Krishi Bank. Explain. Bangladesh Development Bank Limited on December 31, 2009, in light of the government's decision, a vendor's agreement was signed between the government and the Board of Directors of Bangladesh Development Bank Limited. Through this, Bangladesh Shilpa Bank and Bangladesh Shilpa Rin Sangstha merged to form Bangladesh Development Bank Limited. The liabilities, assets and manpower of the two defunct institutions have been transferred to the new institution. The role of this bank is mentioned below. This bank generally provides loans for the development and expansion of industrial institutions related to our country, such as jute industry, leather industry, sugar industry and fertilizer industry, etc. It is giving priority to establishing agro-based industries in rural areas, which is helpful in increasing agricultural production as well as agricultural development. This bank provides long-term loans for the construction of new industries, expansion and modernization of old industries in the government and private sectors. The maximum repayment period of this bank is 20 years. This bank also provides short-term loans for the needs of industrial factories, provides free technical advice to entrepreneurs and collects various types of research, statistics and information related to industrialization. Provides term loans with special emphasis on small and medium industries to achieve self-reliance, increase production and employment. Provides necessary advice and assistance to women in establishing small industries to make them self-reliant. Provides investment facilities for private industrial initiatives and formulates an outline of industrial activities. Task: write the role of Bangladesh Development Bank Limited in increasing production and employment. Grameen Bank is a special financial institution established to provide banking services to the very small landowners, landless and other very poor men and women in the villages. This bank provides microfinance to the public. Grameen Bank emerged as a special investment institution in 1983. It is not a government or private bank. Legally, its main owner is its core 3 million customers. The role of this bank is mentioned below. This bank provides loans to the landless poor farmers of the villages on easy terms and without collateral. For the development of the agricultural sector, this bank provides loans in the sectors of vegetable cultivation, cow husbandry, fish farming, poultry farming and land cultivation, etc. Since this bank provides adequate loans, farmers do not have to take loans from the village money lenders on difficult terms and at high interest rates. In order to involve the neglected people of the country in the non-agricultural sector, it provides loans, supplies materials and necessary advice in rural, small and cottage industries, such as bamboo and rattan work, hoodie making, soap making, cloth making and sweets making. With the technical assistance of Grameen Bank, it launched Polyphone to provide information technology opportunities to the general public in the villages. Grameen Bank is a bank that aims to create employment opportunities by organizing the underprivileged, unemployed population under an institutional framework. This bank provides self-employment opportunities by providing interest-free loans to small and cottage industry vendors of Grameen Bank. This bank helps in motivating women to work and learn in leadership qualities. Polyphones are provided as loans to poor and helpless women. Efforts are made to rehabilitate women by repaying the loans from its income. Every year, dividends are also paid to poor customer owners from its profits. Task: explain the role of Grameen Bank in improving the fate of the underprivileged. A bank formed and operated on the basis of cooperative principles is called a cooperative bank. The purpose of a cooperative bank is to provide low-interest loans on the basis of mutual assistance. Bangladesh Cooperative Bank Limited is jointly owned by the government and the country's cooperatives. 86% of the bank's shares are owned by cooperative institutions and 14% by the government. The role of a cooperative bank is mentioned below. This bank provides agricultural loans according to the needs and interests of the cooperative society with the aim of poverty alleviation and increasing food production. The sectors of lending are agriculture, land development, orch, Amman and Farah rice cultivation, winter crops and vegetable production, various types of agricultural inputs such as seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, irrigation machinery and tractors, etc. Agricultural loans are of three types, such as short-term, for 6 months, medium-term, for 2 years and long-term, for 5 years. This bank finances cooperative-based agro-based industries and construction industries and undertakes microfinance activities for the employment of rural youth and young women. Cooperative banks are partners in the government's One House, One Farm project. In addition, cooperative banks finance various means of self-employment in the country, such as fish farming, animal husbandry, poultry farming, preservation and processing of produced products. As a result, this bank is